Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, I wanted to talk about 0.2 Birth by Sleep. Man, it's been a while since we last talked about 0.2. Obviously, there's really not too much to talk about towards this game these days. But with me recently going back through the game, it got me thinking about a system that really does make 0.2 stand out in amongst the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games, and that is most certainly the customizability that's present here. For the very first time ever in Kingdom Hearts' history, we were finally able to customize the main character. The wardrobe system allowed us to customize Aqua with all sorts of different head pieces, back pieces, and arm pieces. We could even change the colors and patterns of a certain area of Aqua's clothing. Personally, it's something that I thought we'd never end up seeing in a Kingdom Hearts game, mainly because we've already got pre-established main characters with their own aesthetics and visuals. Of course, when it comes to an online type game where you have your very own character, yeah sure, customizability is something that is always generally an option because it's your own character to create. Disregarding Unchained Kin Union Cross, of course, the closest we've come is the Kingdom Hearts 2 Crown system with the proofs, but really that doesn't actually count as customizability. You can't mix and match different clothing pieces for Sora or anything like that. So this was really neat to see. The way in which you'd unlock new accessories and clothing patterns was via the objective system. Now 0.2 is essentially meant to be a test towards exactly what we're in for Kingdom Hearts 3. It included some of the mechanics that were going to be present in Kingdom Hearts 3, along with the fact that it was our first little taste test towards a modern Kingdom Hearts title. The objective system was something that I was definitely expecting to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. To be honest, I wasn't really on board with the idea of being able to customize Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3 with the clothing, accessories, and whatnot we see in 0.2, mainly because when you do equip these different accessories, they do actually appear in cutscenes, and I was thinking, like, I'm really not going to be able to take this final chapter of the Xehanort Saga seriously if I rock up to the Keyblade Graveyard as Sora and he's wearing some kind of fancy, funny-looking wig whilst wearing a Minnie Mouse skirt. Now the workaround towards this is that you could select an options in the settings menu to simply turn off any accessories or anything that you currently have equipped on the character so that they don't appear in cutscenes. That could have been a workaround if, of course, the system was present in Cage 3. But, of course, the objective system was nowhere to be seen. Now, what I do believe is the objective system was simply put into 0.2 Birth by Sleep, attached to the wardrobe system in order to fill out the game's content. Of course, 0.2 Birth by Sleep kind of acts as a demo of sorts again, with lore intertwined into the mix. The game's length is about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's a pretty short experience. So having this objective system along with neat little accessories that you can unlock via the objective system filled out the game's content. I think that is the primary reason why this objective system is here in 0.2. But honestly, it's a damn shame that the objective system never came to Kingdom Hearts 3. It almost acts as a sort of side quest system. There were a total of 51 objectives in 0.2, all of which are divided up into the different areas of the game. While of course the game takes place completely in the Realm of Darkness, we do visit different areas of the Realm of Darkness, so each area has its own collection of objectives. So for Kingdom Hearts 3, for obviously each world that we visit, it could have had maybe a total of anywhere from 10 to 20 objectives. And what I definitely did enjoy about the objective system is how it really ranged in variety of things to do in order to unlock these cool new accessories. So it ranged from anywhere from defeating a certain amount of specific Heartless, using guard counters, using certain magics that enemies are weak to, going to a specific part of an area, like for instance this objective right here, where you have to go to the highest point in Castle Town, using the situation command with Mickey in order to defeat the Demon Tower. So the amount of variety that could have been present in Kingdom Hearts 3, if of course it did include the objective system, would have been extremely wide. For the out of the way thing things that you end up doing in Kingdom Hearts 3, there definitely could have been objectives tied to them. So as an example, exploring all of the islands, let's say in the Caribbean, there could have been an objective tied to that. Now naturally, you're going to do that kind of stuff anyway, right, in the sense of exploration, but it would be nice if there was some type of reward tied to that. Whether it do be some sort of accessory, if of course the wardrobe system was in Kingdom Hearts 3, or maybe something as simple as just an elixir or a high potion. Again, these kind of act as side quests, and Kingdom Hearts has always been a game series that, while yes it is an RPG, it is quite a linear RPG. The only type of side quest system we have in the Kingdom Hearts series act as mini-games. And while yes, these are cool, I would never want to give these up, it would add an additional layer of extra content to do, having a wide list of certain different niche objectives to complete. Of course, it should be known though, in a sort of minuscule way, the objective system did kind of make its way into Kingdom Hearts 3 with the update that was released alongside the Remind DLC at the beginning of last year. We of course got the premium menu, which introduced easy codes and pro codes. These were neat little additional settings that we could activate to either give us a major advantage or disadvantage in gameplay. Along with these came merits for both easy codes and pro codes, and when we specifically look at the merits for easy codes, this is most definitely an objective system. In fact, it's pretty damn similar to what we're seeing here in 0.2. The pro code version was more so challenges for each specific boss encounter throughout the game, and activating more pro codes would grant you a higher score. The unfortunate thing about the easy code merits in the sense of its challenges was that there were only 9 of them, so really not too many. But these are the sort of things that we were seeing in the objective system for 0.2. I mean, there's actually even a challenge right here that is the exact same as an objective in 0.2, which is the Icebreaker Challenge. This one requires you to defeat more enemies whilst they are frozen, but you can definitely see that the inspiration was brought through from 0.2's objective system. Now, what is disappointing about this is, again, there's only 9, and the rewards that you got for this were just simply a little badge thing to say, hey, you did it. It's nice that objectives eventually made their way into Kingdom Hearts 3, but I think a fully fleshed out system for a future installment, and even if we can get that wardrobe system back attached to those objectives, would be so neat. And honestly, I've really warmed up to the wardrobe system and the idea of being able to customize Sora. Of course, as I was saying, at first I wasn't really on board with it just because of the fact that I wouldn't be able to take certain scenes in such a serious installment, that being the final of the Xehanort Saga, seriously, if I had Sora all dressed up. So that's why I do believe if this does return, please Square Enix, do make it so that we do have an option so that we can disable these cosmetics in cutscenes. That would be very much appreciated. I don't want to later on be down the track where like someone is dying and my character is dressed up in a Moogle suit, losing their absolute mind. I just wouldn't be able to take it seriously. Maybe for a second playthrough, I'd want that because, you know, for the memes, for the gags, for the laughs. But on the other side of things, too, it would just also make certain different things in the game that much more enticing to do. Specifically for boss fights that perhaps don't have the best rewards, you could tie a really neat and cool cosmetic to which. I was fully expecting to get some type of neat new Keyblade for the Azora fight for Remind. The reward was the Crystal Regalia Plus. Like, what am I going to do with this? I have completed literally every last piece of content in this game. I don't think some kind of new powerful piece of equipment that's going to give me some great stat boosts are going to come in handy now, because I've taken down literally all that there is to be taken down. If the wardrobe system was in place for this game, we could have got a really cool cosmetic in the sense of maybe the crown to return. However guys, that's all for today. I would love to know what your opinion is towards the objective and wardrobe system that was present in 0.2, and my question to you is, would you like to see it return for a future installment? However dudes, I'm Cynical, hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.